Hi sweet friends, it's Amy and welcome back. Today I thought I would share a few spring coffee table ideas. I'll share some designer methods as well as some tips and tricks to get that high-end look for your own coffee tables this spring. If you find today's video helpful or enjoyable in any way, I'd appreciate a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you like what you see, I would love if you would consider subscribing. All right, well, let's clear off the table and get started. I hope you enjoy. Today we're going to start off very simple and minimal, and then as we go, I'll build into more full and layered coffee table arrangements. For this first look, I'm bringing in this light-colored My Texas House planter that has beautiful beaded detailing, and I'm filling it with my favorite Amazon tulips. Now, if you want to take it up a notch, a simple design trick is to place your arrangement slightly off center. This gives it more of a relaxed, casual designer feel. Sometimes just adding one piece to your coffee table is all you need to give it a fresh seasonal touch without any clutter. Another simple idea is to display a decorative box or basket made from a natural material like this rattan one. It instantly adds warmth and texture to your coffee table. And instead of using a traditional floral arrangement for spring, you can switch it up with a draping greenery stem. I like to layer a couple inside the basket and let some of it trail over the side and onto the table. It creates a much more relaxed, organic look, and it gives you that lush focal point without feeling too styled or structured. And of course, you can always build on to these first two examples by adding a small stack of books with a decorative object or candle on the opposite side to create a more fuller, styled look. Another easy spring coffee table idea is placing a dough bowl right in the center and filling it with an assortment of decorative garden balls. This is one of those no-fuss arrangement that works every time. It adds texture, a soft pop of color, and feels perfectly seasonal without needing a lot of thought. If you watch some of my past spring decorate with me videos, you may remember I've styled a few similar arrangements. I'll pop those up here on the screen for you because they also translate beautifully to a coffee table arrangement as well. Another piece I love incorporating into my coffee table styling is a tray. I like to keep a variety of shapes on hand, whether it's a rectangle, a round tray, or something with a little detail like a scalloped edge. Those small design elements can really add character. For this first tray styling, I'm keeping it simple by using a faux potted houseplant grounded inside this round tray. Next, I'll add in those few functional pieces like coasters and remotes. I chose these gold, almost floral-shaped scalloped coasters for a subtle spring touch. And instead of just stacking them, I like to fan them out a bit. It gives them a more styled, intentional look. Now for the remote, I'm using this textured decorative box to tuck it away and keep everything feeling clean and uncluttered. I also wanted to point out that your tray does not have to match the shape of your coffee table. No matter the shape of your table, almost any tray can work. It really just comes down to how you style it. And then to finish things off, you'll see I'll add a simple stone bird in the front. It's a small little detail, but it instantly brings that soft spring feel. So as you can see, trays are not only beautiful, they are incredibly functional. They give you a place to ground your decor, keeping everything feeling intentional while also balancing aesthetics and everyday use. Next, we'll style a rectangular tray, and again, I'm placing it slightly off center for that more relaxed designer look. For this vignette, I'm working with a simple color story, warm neutrals with browns and creams and a touch of black to ground everything. I'm starting with a couple of vessels that I lightly aged at the top just to give them a little bit more character and to match. Here I'm using a simple design rule, creating a triangle with my objects, with the tallest piece placed right in the center to guide the eye. Next, I'll bring in some neutral florals to soften everything up and keep it feeling seasonal. Then to fill in the open space, I'm adding this black floral notebook to give a bit of height to that little small stone bunny that I'll place on top. I love that the floral detail ties right into spring while still keeping everything cohesive and neutral. When sticking to an intentional color palette story, it's always a good trick to at least use that color 3 times so it feels cohesive. And what I love about this triangular styling method is that it doesn't just work from the front view. Even when you look down from above, you can still see the triangular shape, which helps guide your eye naturally throughout the vignette. For this next example, I'm bringing in a couple of my favorite vintage finds. I always love including something meaningful in my decor, whether it's a thrifted piece or something that reminds me of a season. It just makes your home feel more personal and collected. To balance things out, I'm adding the scalloped cream tray to the opposite side. Inside the tray, I'm tucking in a book box, which is perfect for hiding things like remotes, chargers, or even a little notepad. Next, I'm adding a small potted floral to bring in that soft spring touch, and I love how it subtly repeats that scallop detail. The cast iron bunny makes the perfect seasonal accent, and the warm rust tone ties in beautifully with the antique jugs. Now, to finish this off, I'm layering in a few final pieces to create a grouping of three. The marble tray repeats the scalloped edge one more time, which is a little designer trick I love. Repeating elements in groups of three, whether it's shape or color, really will give you a cohesive designer look, along with a candle, a snuffer, and some coasters to keep it functional. For this next example, I wanted to remove the tray and show you how to style items together for a neat and cohesive spring look. I'm starting with a more sculptural, modern style vase paired with some long stem tulips. I love how the contrast of modern and cottage elements creates a little bit more interest and variety. Next, I'm going to add a couple of coffee table books. I selected a couple that matched the color palette that I wanted. And they also act as a grounding piece for these bunny taper candle holders to sit right on top. We're still going to use that triangular shape and work in a grouping of three to give it that designer feel. To finish it off, I'm adding a smaller, white ruffled vase with a bit of greenery inside, placed slightly in front and in between the other pieces. You'll notice this arrangement also creates a triangle, but this time the point is facing downward, which helps create a really balanced movement throughout the vignette. And this is a great reminder, you don't really need a lot of seasonal decor. Just one or two thoughtful spring pieces can make such a difference. For this next spring coffee table idea, I'm adding a lightweight throw to bring in a bit of softness. Now, this might not be something you immediately think of for a coffee table, but it creates such a cozy, lived-in feel. I like to drape it so that the tassels are visible. It adds texture and a little movement, and it also creates the perfect base for layering a small tray on top. Inside the tray, I've added a speckled pothos plant along with a darker finish bunny for a little contrast. This arrangement sits a bit lower visually, so it's not as tall or distracting, and I'm keeping it really simple with just one subtle seasonal touch. Then to balance out the open space, I'm bringing in a coffee table book with a wooden taper candle holder and a small floral dish. It's simple, cozy, and just a little unexpected. Moving along, this next example is a bit more maximal, covering more of the coffee table surface for a fuller look. I'm starting once again with a vessel, this time a brown four-handled vase with a narrow neck, which is perfect for adding taller greenery and creating a little bit more drama. Next, I'm bringing in that same cream scallop tray, but this time I'm placing it parallel with the table to give it a different feel. Inside the tray, I'm stacking a few coffee table books and layering in this beautiful copper watering can. I love how this arrangement mixes different finishes and materials for a more visually impactful look. On the marble candle stand, I'm placing a mini potted floral, covering it with a glass cloche. It adds such a soft, sweet touch of spring. Then I'll bring in an open book with two gold bunnies perched right on top. It adds a bit of charm and draws your eye in. Bouncing back to the opposite side, I'm adding a gold leaf tray, slightly angled in front of the main tray to help balance those metallic tones. This arrangement really highlights a mix of timeless finishes and those subtle reflective elements, which really help catch the light and make the whole table feel a little bit more elevated. Okay, next up, again, not every coffee table needs height. Sometimes I like to keep everything low and layered, so nothing blocks the view across the room. And for this one, I'm also adding a little unexpected lighting element. I started with that rectangular tray and added a stack of books. Off to the side, I'm adding a decorative bowl filled with an assortment of green garden balls for a soft pop of color and texture. Now, instead of reaching for that traditional candle, I'm switching things up with this battery-operated touch lamp. It has three brightness settings, which makes it such a great option for creating a cozy, warm ambience, especially in the evenings. Now back to the tray, I'm balancing everything out with a small potted fern and then layering in a little brown nest with eggs and a bird just in front to complete that side. Since I'm going for a more fuller, layered look here, I'm finishing it off with a white canister and a set of coasters to tie everything together. What are you doing? Did you bring me your flat soccer ball? What do you think of the coffee table? Is it pretty? I know! Woohoo! You like it? All right, now for the final example. I'm using a round tray and placing a spring floral wreath right inside. This creates such a beautiful soft base to build from. Before bringing in the main focal point, I'm adding an open coffee table book, angling it just slightly, and topping it with a magnifying glass for a cozy, casual feel. And now for the star of the vignette. I'm bringing in my antique bird cage. You might remember I used this in our dining room, and I just love being able to move pieces like this around the home, giving you different ideas on ways to style similar items in your homes. All right, sweet friends, that wraps up all the examples that I had to share with you today. I hope that you found this helpful and enjoyable. If you did, I'd appreciate a big thumbs up, maybe even a share over on your socials. And as always, my favorite way to end our time together is sharing God's word. So today I'll be reading from 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 7 through 9. So neither he who plants nor he who waters is anything, but only God who makes things grow. The man who plants and the man who waters have one purpose, and each will be rewarded according to his own labor. For we are God's fellow workers. You are God's field, God's building. I thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope to see you back next time for more spring decorating as we continue my spring decorating series. And I'll do a rapid fire here, and you can see all the examples, and I'd love to know which one was your favorite or which style is more like something that you would want to try. Well, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, take care and God bless, friends. Bye.